Yeah, actually, it's a year almost exactly to the day. Yeah. About 53 weeks.
Yep, and you had a new CD back then, and you have a new CD again.
That's true. That's true.
Would you like to tell us about that? A little bit about
absolutely. Well, the last one when I came in is called 2x2, and that was I guess my debut solo album, and that was quite I think like a big project with like a dozen people or so involved, and I felt that this one is kind of, in a sense, the opposite of that, because this one is just me live. It's basically a live album in the sense of no overdubs, no other musicians, myself, the guitar, harmonica, and yeah, I suppose as recording-wise, as a reaction to the last album, and that's about it.
Okay. So was it recorded sort of live in a studio or in your home studio or at venues? Or?
No, it was recorded live in a studio on one day, actually, at a studio not far from here in St Peters. A young man by the name of Brian Campeau, who hopefully your listeners are. Yeah, he's a fantastic musician.
He's amazing, yes.
And he also has a recording studio, and in this kind of converted warehouse in St Peters. And I kind of heard from a friend who was doing this, and then I was there.
You know what you're doing, and it's just a bit of slamming them out, and yeah, it's great.
Yeah, so it was quite fun.
Yeah, I was involved in a project with Brian a few years ago.
Oh, really?
And Vic Farrell. Do you know Vic?
No.
She's in Melbourne now, but she lived in Sydney for quite a while. And she decided to do an album of her songs but with other people singing them, because she wrote fantastic songs. And all these different people performed versions of her songs, like a party in Brian's house.
Really?
Yeah. And she did some of her songs as well. I played with Dennis Aubrey. I don't think I did a solo piece. I think I just played a couple of songs with Dennis.
Okay.
And yeah, it was good.
And did Brian?
Yeah, Brian was the producer.
Oh, right.
He didn't get to play because he was busy upstairs recording everything. And I've never seen the finished version. I think because it was all perhaps a little too spontaneous, some of it didn't come out as well as she hoped, and she didn't end up producing an end product. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, right.
It's a great day. Yeah, all right. So are these all songs you've been performing live for a while? And
No. Let's see. I'm not sure if I've performed any of them live before. It was released in January, we have said, but I haven't played a gig in January. I've got a couple of gigs coming up now. Let me see. Oh well, I've done some busking on in Pitt Street Mall, which is really great. But in terms of usual gig type of thing, no, they're all new, and looking forward to doing them live. Yeah, I guess that's another thing again, to be able to get that gigging practice before you record would be really cool as well, to do that a lot, and then go into the studio, do it at the end rather than at the beginning. But this one it's not that way. Yeah,
well, I've heard of cases of people who record an album and then take it out on the road.
Yeah.
And by the time they finish doing it, performing it for a few months, the song actually doesn't sound like anything like when they recorded it.
Yeah, I think usually it gets basically better.
I think
towards the end, so maybe it's better to do it at the end.
Yeah, well, sometimes, but it usually ends up leaner and meaner by the end of several months of performing. But yeah. Anyway, why don't we listen to a track?
Okay.
And on to track 13, wasn't it?
Yes.
Now, where have I gone? I'm confused now. That's right, good. Yeah, I'm on 13. Right, we're on 13. Why don't you tell us just a little bit about this track?
Well, the song's called Buckland Lane. This song, yeah, it's hard to talk about, but it's named after a street where we used to live, and it's just about what was kind of happening at that particular point in time. A lot of a few changes and the usual mayhem of day-to-day living, and the song, I suppose, is the expression of what it's about. I can't put it into words.
Okay, well, I was just going to say, why don't we let the song speak for itself then? Here we go with Buckland Lane, folks.